Picture this, Martha. A 78-year-old widow sits alone in her new retirement homeroom. The brochure promised community, care, and comfort. But as she gazes at unfamiliar walls that hold none of her memories, a tear slides down her weathered cheek. This doesn't feel like the safe haven they promised, she whispers to herself. What they don't print in those glossy brochures could mean the difference between your golden years being truly golden or filled with unexpected challenges. When you've spent a lifetime building wisdom and memories, the last thing you deserve is to face hidden dangers in a place that's supposed to be your sanctuary. Did you know that over 40% of seniors who move into retirement communities report feeling more isolated than when they lived independently? Or that many experience a decline in their health, not from age but from preventable situations within these facilities? Today I'm sharing 7 critical dangers that most retirement homes won't tell you about, dangers I've discovered through years of working with seniors just like you. These aren't meant to frighten you, but to arm you with knowledge so you can protect yourself or your loved ones. And please, stay until the very end. The 7th danger is perhaps the most heartbreaking of all, one that nearly every retirement home keeps hidden, yet knowing about it could quite literally save your life or the life of someone you love. Danger number 1, financial predators, hiding in plain sight. The problem is more common than you might imagine. Within the seemingly safe walls of retirement communities, financial exploitation occurs with alarming frequency, from mysterious charges appearing on monthly statements to staff members who might take advantage of your trust. Take Eleanor, a bright-eyed 82-year-old who moved into Sunshine Acres last spring. I noticed small amounts missing from my wallet. She told me over tea one afternoon. Just $20 here, $50 there. I thought I was becoming forgetful. Eleanor wasn't losing her mind. One of the aides had been helping herself to Eleanor's cash, counting on the assumption that an elderly person wouldn't notice or would doubt their own memory. Why does this happen? Studies show that criminals target retirement communities precisely because residents often have significant savings and may experience cognitive changes that make them more vulnerable. Plus, many seniors were raised in an era where trusting others was the norm, not the exception. What can you do? First, consider setting up automatic bill payments and keep minimal cash on hand. Second, maintain a small notebook where you record all expenses, no matter how small. Third, consider appointing a trusted family member as a financial co-monitor who receives copies of all statements. And finally, trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Have you ever noticed unexplained withdrawals or charges? Or perhaps felt uncomfortable with how someone at a facility discussed money matters with you? Type trust in the comments if you've ever felt financially vulnerable, and let's start an important conversation. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you are here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Danger number 2, the hidden health hazards of understaffing. When you tour a retirement facility, everything looks perfect. Staff members smile, common areas gleam, and there seems to be help everywhere you look. But what happens at 2 a.m. when you press your call button for assistance? My friend Jack learned this lesson the hard way. After my fall, I pressed the emergency button and waited, he recalled, his voice heavy with emotion. It took 45 minutes for someone to come. By then, my hip was throbbing, and I was lying there in pain, wondering if anyone would ever come. This wasn't a rare occurrence. It was a symptom of severe understaffing that plagues many retirement homes. The reality is that many facilities operate with the bare minimum staff required by law, especially during nights and weekends. According to healthcare studies, proper care for seniors requires approximately 1 staff member for every 5 residents, but many facilities operate with ratios closer to 1 staff member for every 15 residents. This isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. To protect yourself, visit prospective homes at different times, including evenings and weekends, to observe staffing levels when they're not expecting visitors. Ask pointed questions. What is your staff-to-resident ratio on night shifts? And how long on average does it take staff to respond to call buttons? Request to see documentation of their staffing schedules. Also, develop relationships with multiple staff members rather than relying on just one favorite aide, and consider investing in a personal medical alert system as a backup, something that connects directly to emergency services rather than just the facility's desk. If you or someone you love has experienced delays in care at a retirement home, type "waiting" in the comments. Your story might help others recognize this red flag before it's too late. Danger number 3. Medication mismanagement that could cost your life. The pill organizers look so neat and orderly. The staff seems so confident as they distribute medications. But beneath this surface efficiency lurks one of the most dangerous threats to seniors in retirement homes: medication errors. Dorothy, a spry 75-year-old with a passion for watercolor painting, noticed something strange one morning. The pill looked different, larger and a different shade of white, she told me. Trusting her instincts, she questioned the nurse, who checked and discovered Dorothy had been given another resident's heart medication. "If I had taken it with my low blood pressure, it could have been fatal," Dorothy said, still shaken by the near miss. The science is clear on why this happens. When one staff member is responsible for distributing hundreds of pills to dozens of residents, often while being interrupted for other tasks, error rates skyrocket. A study published in the Journal of American Geriatrics found that medication errors occur in nearly 20% of doses administered in long-term care facilities. That's one mistake in every 5 medication events. To protect yourself, maintain your own medication list with descriptions of each pill's appearance, purpose, and dosage. Take a photo of each medication with your phone. When receiving medications, politely but firmly ask, "Could you please confirm this is medication name at correct dosage?" Always question new or different-looking pills, even if it feels uncomfortable to do so. Consider asking a family member or trusted friend to review your medication regimen regularly with your doctor, independent of the retirement home staff. And if possible, keep a small supply of critical medications in your personal possession as a backup, with your doctor's approval. Has anyone ever given you the wrong medication or incorrect dosage? Or have you felt rushed during medication time? Share your experience by typing "careful" in the comments below. Danger number 4. Social isolation disguised as independence. "We respect our residents' independence" sounds wonderful in a brochure, but too often this can translate to, "We'll leave you alone for days at a time." Harold moved into Lakeside Retirement Village after his wife of 56 years passed away. "The first few weeks, staff checked on me regularly," he shared, his eyes reflecting a deep loneliness. "But gradually, those check-ins became less frequent. There were days when I didn't speak to a single soul. They called it respecting my space, but I was drowning in silence." Medical research confirms what Harold experienced. Social isolation isn't just unpleasant, it's deadly. Studies show that prolonged loneliness increases the risk of premature death by nearly 30%. It's as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes daily. When retirement homes allow residents to become isolated, they're not promoting independence, they're enabling a serious health risk. To combat this hidden danger, be proactive about creating connection opportunities. Schedule regular video calls with family members and ask them to put these on their calendars as standing appointments. Join at least one activity every day, even if it doesn't initially appeal to you. The goal is human connection, not the activity itself. Create a buddy system with another resident where you check on each other daily. Something as simple as a knock on the door and a brief "good morning" can make all the difference. And most importantly, communicate clearly with staff about your desire for social interaction. Many will respond positively when they understand this is a health need, not just a preference. Have you experienced periods of unexpected loneliness in what was supposed to be a vibrant community? Type "connect" in the comments if this resonates with you, and let's build awareness about this silent danger. Danger number 5. The nutrition gap that weakens your immunity. Those dining room menus look impressive, don't they? Chef-prepared meals and restaurant-style dining are common promises. But the reality on your plate can be very different and dangerously inadequate for your nutritional needs. Ruth, a former home economics teacher with a sharp mind for nutrition, noticed she was feeling increasingly fatigued after moving into her retirement community. "The food looked fine at first glance," she explained. "But when I really paid attention, I realized I was getting very few fresh vegetables, almost no vitamin D-rich foods, and way too much sodium." After 3 months of these institutional meals, Ruth found herself in the hospital with severe malnutrition despite eating 3 meals a day. Nutritional science tells us that as we age, our bodies actually need more of certain nutrients, not less, while requiring fewer calories. This creates a challenging situation where every bite must be nutrient-dense. Yet many retirement homes focus on cutting food costs and serving meals that won't generate complaints rather than meals that truly nourish aging bodies. To protect your health, become an advocate for your nutrition. Request to see the full ingredients list for regular meals. Bring a small notebook and track how many fresh fruits and vegetables you actually receive each day. Consider supplementing meals with nutrient-dense snacks you keep in your room. Things like nuts, dried fruits, and protein bars that don't require refrigeration. If you have family nearby, ask them to occasionally bring fresh, nutrient-dense foods. And don't hesitate to speak directly with the kitchen staff or dietitian about your specific nutritional needs. Many facilities can accommodate special requests if they understand the health implications. Have you noticed a decline in your energy or health that might be connected to the food served in your retirement community? Type "Nourish" in the comments if you've experienced this hidden danger, and let's raise awareness together. Danger number 6, maintenance issues that become physical hazards. Those beautiful grounds and well-appointed common areas that impressed you during your tour, they often receive the lion's share of maintenance attention, while individual rooms and less visible areas can harbor dangerous conditions. William, a retired engineer with a keen eye for detail, moved into Hillcrest Manor and quickly noticed concerning issues. The bathroom floor had slight water damage that made it spongy in one corner, he recalled. I reported it 3 times over 2 months, but they only put down a bath mat as a temporary fix. Then one morning, my foot went right through that weakened floor. I fell and fractured my wrist. What seemed like a minor maintenance issue became a serious injury. The data supports Williams' experience. Falls are the leading cause of injury among older adults, and environmental hazards cause many of these accidents. Retirement homes often prioritize cosmetic maintenance in areas prospective residents will see during tours, while postponing less visible repairs due to budget constraints. To protect yourself, document every maintenance concern in writing, not just verbal reports. Take dated photos of any issues and keep copies. Create a paper trail by using the facility's formal maintenance request system and keeping a copy of each request. For immediate safety, be proactive about simple fixes you can implement yourself or with family help. Non-slip mats securely affixed to the floor, additional lighting for dark areas, and grab bars installed by a professional can make a tremendous difference. Build relationships with maintenance staff by expressing appreciation for their work when you see them. A friendly connection can sometimes get your concerns addressed more quickly than formal channels alone. Have you encountered maintenance issues that were ignored or inadequately addressed in a retirement home? Type "safety" in the comments if you face this danger and share what happened so others can learn from your experience. If you are still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you are here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Danger number 7, end-of-life care decisions made without your input. This is perhaps the most profound danger of all, one that affects your very dignity and final wishes. Virginia, a dignified 90-year-old with clear opinions about her end-of-life care, had carefully prepared advance directives stating she didn't want aggressive interventions if her quality of life couldn't be maintained. When I developed pneumonia, she told me, her voice still strong despite her frail appearance, the facility rushed me to the hospital without even looking at my paperwork. I woke up intubated, exactly what I didn't want. No one had bothered to check my wishes. The harsh reality is that in emergency situations, many retirement homes default to maximum intervention rather than risking any liability for not taking action. Your carefully considered end-of-life wishes, documents you spent hours creating with family and legal advisors, may be overlooked in the rush of a medical emergency. To protect your wishes, first ensure your advance directives and POS physician orders for life-sustaining treatment forms are not just on file but prominently noted in your resident record. Provide laminated copies to be posted visibly in your room. Some people even keep a copy in an envelope taped to their refrigerator door. Have serious conversations with the facility director, head nurse, and your regular caregivers about your specific wishes. Don't just rely on paperwork. Make sure the humans who will be making split-second decisions understand what matters to you. Appoint a strong healthcare advocate, someone who knows your wishes intimately and isn't afraid to speak up firmly on your behalf. Give this person proper legal authority and ensure the facility has their contact information prominently noted in your file. Consider wearing a medical alert bracelet that indicates you have advanced directives and where to find them. In an emergency, this visual reminder can prompt medical personnel to look for your documentation. Has anyone experienced a situation where your medical wishes or those of a loved one were disregarded? Type dignity in the comments if this concern resonates with you, and let's support each other in protecting our final wishes. My dear friends, I've shared these 7 dangers not to frighten you, but to empower you. Knowledge is your strongest shield against vulnerability, especially when you're navigating retirement, living without a spouse or family nearby. Remember Martha from the beginning of our story? After learning about these hidden dangers, she formed a resident advocacy group within her retirement community. Today they meet weekly to share concerns and present unified requests to management. We're not just old people anymore, she told me, with a sparkle in her eyes. We're a force to be reckoned with. That's the spirit I hope you'll carry forward. The understanding that awareness is just the first step. Action is what truly protects you. Whether you're considering a move to a retirement community or already living in one, these insights can help safeguard your dignity, health, and happiness. I'd love to hear your experiences. Have you encountered any of these dangers? Perhaps you've discovered others I haven't mentioned. Your wisdom matters deeply, and sharing it in the comments below creates a valuable resource for others walking this path. If you found this information helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel and sharing this video with friends who might benefit. Every like and share helps us reach more seniors with information that could protect their well-being. Next week, we'll be discussing how to interview retirement home staff to uncover the truth behind their marketing. You won't want to miss these essential questions that can reveal what's really happening behind those beautiful lobbies. Until then, remember, you've spent a lifetime developing wisdom. Trust it now when it matters most.